This photo was taken in a small but old cemetery in South Alabama. The camera used was a digital camera popular at the time. After taking this photo, approaching this area, we discovered the grave of a 4 to 5-year-old from the late 1880s. The owner of this photo said that this is a camera set up in the woods to take photos when it senses movement. There are no people that could be in the woods at that time, especially without us knowing, and it had to be moving to set the camera off. Kim Davison from Queensland, Australia, posted a picture on Facebook page showing what appears to be the ghost of a young girl who died in the same spot they were swimming 100 years ago. Here is a picture of my mother holding my son when he was born. My wife took the picture of her, and something is in the background. The figure is clearly there and not casting a shadow. It's transparent, besides the fact it shouldn't be there, and it wasn't there. We showed our neighbors, because when we moved in, they told us that the family that lived in our house before had a son who had passed away. This photo was taken by a nurse in an ICU room at a hospital in Colorado. The owner of this photo said, "I drove past this bad wreck a few days ago. What is the gray shadow figure?" A photograph taken at Peter's Church in Rome was taken by a traveler documenting their trip to Rome. They snapped a photo of the empty altar at the front of the church. You can see what looks like apparition of a person in old-fashioned shoes and clothing. The owner of this photo said that he took this years ago in his old house and that there were no children in there at the time. The original poster wrote this photo was taken in 2009 with a LG 160 Credo Mobile was taking photos for the process of our job and sending it to the boss man. He noticed the other figure in the picture and asked us about it. We have no clue where it came from or how it got on there. The owners of the property and the business. They said that it looked like their grandpa. The original poster of this photo said, "I've heard stories about the Hat Man who patiently waits near people who are dying to take them to the other side. I've also heard that it has no face." A woman named Mary posted this to the group Paranormal Sightings, stating that this photo was taken at the scene of a deadly crash many hours after it happened, and after the police investigation while they waited for the tow truck. Seems like there is someone still standing next to the car door, but no one was around. The owner of this photo said that this picture was taken in a church in Parainen, Finland, around 10 years ago. I was there with my family. There were no one else in the room beside us. If you zoom between my wife and mother, there are two figures that seem to have some historic clothes on. What do you guys think? What the poster had to say about this photo. A few years ago, my late mom was struggling living alone and didn't want to go into care. So my sister, myself, and my daughter did 3 shifts every day. Sometimes she would be alone for a short time. Because of her falling, we installed a camera in the front room to keep an eye on her until one of us got there. The photo we first thought a glitch mum is stood with the frame, but from the chair to the position mum is in the photo involved a lot of shuffling on the chair, and it was a recliner that she had to lower before she started shuffling off. All in all, it would have been too long a process for a glitch. Also, the lady in the chair has different glasses than Mum, and her hair seems to touch her collar. Mum's was cut very short at the side and back. The lady has a collar. Mum hated collars. The front door would have been locked because Mum would start wandering outside. We have no idea who the lady in the chair is. This photo depicts a group of girls posing for a picture in the middle of the living room. The young girl seen crying in the bottom right corner of the image refused to take part in the picture because she said the little boy was scaring her. It was not until later, when her mother was reviewing the photo, that she realized what the little girl was talking about. Look between the legs of the girls second and third from the left. You can clearly see the face of a young boy peering out from behind the group.